How many of us here travel, love to travel? Yes, please raise your hands. Okay, everyone loves to travel. How many of us here travel once in a year at least? Okay, half of us. I do love to travel. For me, it's because traveling entangles me in its beauty. It makes me feel a myriad of emotion. Sometimes it makes me speechless and yearning for more. Lucky for me, there are numerous beautiful places that are undiscovered in Nepal where I haven't set my step on. Presiding officer, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guest, today I'm going to share one of my best trekking experience in Nepal. Most of the time, I love to travel alone, not just because I'm single, but I prefer it that way. Sorry. So, last year, I traveled with my friend for the first time. And together we decided we'd go for a 10 days long trekking to Mustan, to the Lomanthang, the capital of Upper Mustan, where there is still a king. So, first thing first, whenever I start traveling, I get those jittery butterflies fluttering in my stomach, and I tend to pack almost everything that I might need. For this travel too, I started packing some toiletries like red Dabala toothpaste, oral dental toothbrush, and lifebuoy soap. Some dry food like 10 packets of YY noodles, 200 grams of kismis, and of course, clothes. 3 pairs of Nike gray trousers, and a pair of gray and black North Face jacket and a trouser. A black sleeping bag. So when I packed all this stuff in my 3-foot long black trekking bag, I was staggering like a drunken man as I tried to lift and walk. For me, it was Mission Impossible 5, and it's in the event was starting. But then I decided to buy stuff as I needed and to keep myself light, tight, and loaded. So the journey to the trekking begins from the Jomsom. So to get to Jomsom, I have two options. Either take a very adventurous flight to Jomsom airport or take a bus. I took the second option. While most of the people were rushing to their work on a fine Monday morning, I was traveling with my friends to Beni. The bus was cozy with nice red leather seat. It had a footrest, a bottle holder, and a charging port. But the luxury ended within 10 hours when I had to switch to a local bus to get to Jomsom from Beni. Traveling in that bus was like traveling in a tractor in comparison to Boeing 747. So you can imagine how it went. When I reached to Jomsom, the first thing that blew me was the wind. Like you can recall in the song by Nepathe, it was so strong that it came like a wrecking ball and pushed me a feet away. It was so cold that it freezes my hand and my cheeks. I missed a black pair of gloves and my nice warm hat that day. But I was really excited to have begun my exhilarating trekking experience, and I tell you why. Trekking in the fabulous Forbidden Kingdom of vast arid valleys, eroded canyons, yaks, caravans, beautiful painted red mud houses, ancient caves, and historic monasteries. On the gorge of the Kaligandaki River, and with magnificent mountains on the backdrop. It is a very special one. The most interesting part of the entire journey was that I would be surrounded by huge white snow-capped mountains all the times. I felt like I could touch them with my hands. And the most boring part of the journey was that I had to follow the same trail as the four-wheelers. And trust me, it's not easy to walk on sand, pebble, and rock for 5 days straight to get to Lomanthang. Let me share you one interesting incident when I got to Lomantang. One night, I drank a Mustang coffee. It's not just a regular coffee. It's a coffee where instead of water, you have local alcohol. So that night, I couldn't sleep, and I shared my bed with two other friends. So I moved into a next room, which was empty. So by the way, the hotels, they are charged per person, not per room. But I woke in the morning by the noise made by my friends. When I woke up and cleaning my eyes, opening the door, I was very surprised to see some of my friends really getting angry and some of my friends making smiley faces. What happened was that they thought I had vanished, and they were really worried and scared where I was gone. So I learned a lesson there. Don't drink Mustang coffee and then change the room overnight. When I come back from the Mustang trip, I still remember those moments like movie in my head. Let me share you this. While I was trekking there, away from the hustle and bustle of the city, and with zero pressure of my work, quitting the Facebook and Twitter account, I had time to be with myself, to talk to myself, to reflect back in the past and plan for the future. I was calm and relaxed in my body and soul. Let me ask the question, fellow Toastmaster and guest. Among those 365 days, can you get 10 days out of it and set it for traveling? If you do the math, it won't cost much. I bet it will cost less than 1,800 per day in Nepal. So I request you to set those days, mark the calendar, and go travel, because all life is about is earning experiences. Over to you.
Now we are moving to the third speech, which will be given by Toastmaster Pratik Vikram Rana.